It's me, Nail Moon with Grey Wolf. It occurred to me yesterday when I was blogging that some of you thought that I wasn't able to hear the music that I had posted on my blog. Well, that's not exactly true. It is true that I am 100%, 95% deaf. At one point, I was 100% deaf, but have gained about 5% in my hearing back. I went deaf when I was 36 years old. From that point back, I was a hearing person. To this day, they aren't sure exactly why I lost my hearing. Essentially, they think it's just a freak thing. Me, I don't know. I do, however, and was lucky enough to receive something called a cochlear implant. A cochlear implant was implanted behind my ear in order to help me hear. Now, I'm going to take this off. This little piece here is the processor. The processor is basically a small computer, this right here. This part here, which you can see, is actually a magnet. It's a very strong magnet. In fact, it's the strongest they have, from 1 to 6. I have a 6. The magnet is actually magnetized to the cochlear implant itself, which is implanted behind my ear, right here. So I'm going to put this back on so that I can actually hear my own video. Because when I don't have my implant on, I am completely deaf. The cochlear implant does not help or replace my hearing. It only actually enhances my hearing. The fact remains is I am still deaf. However, with the cochlear implant, I'm able to talk to people one-on-one, even in groups. Although groups is sometimes difficult, especially if everybody's talking at one time. I can hear music, although not always the words clearly. But since I'm pretty diverse in music, I'm pretty capable of following along with the song, especially if I hear just a few notes. I also am able to watch TV, although for me, any kind of TV or movies, it's best for me to use a captioning service. This is free, of course. My husband likes the captioning service too, although he's not deaf. In college, I actually have a person called a captioner who sits with me in class and types to me in real time what's happening. This is very, very helpful. And I had a friend named Trish who was very helpful in that matter. I miss her a lot. I also am able to use something that most of us are able to use, the phone. Now, although I can't always hear the conversation, I did tell you I was 95% deaf. In this ear, my left ear, I do have 5% of my hearing. So it does allow me to talk on the phone. However, conversations are not always great because, again, I can't always hear clearly. There's definite certain things I can't hear. I can't hear consonant blends, any words with F, or any words with S. To me, I just simply don't hear them. So common words sound very funny to me sometimes. Although I usually am able to figure them out because, again, I was a hearing person. So if I misrepresented myself, please forgive my faux pas. It happens. But I am really glad that I can hear music, at least to some extent, because it was one of my most favorite things to ever hear. And even if I can only hear it 5%, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to the people who created the cochlear implant, and it keeps improving every day. I encourage you, if you want to learn more about cochlear implants and the people that receive them, to look it up on Google. I think it's cochlearimplant.com, but don't quote me on that. So thanks for listening to my video. I'll be listening to it too. Bye bye.